Alright there guys, thanks for tuning in again. This is Red Tail Ray as I start all my videos. This is a fun one. This is something that my wife, Mrs. Red Tail Ray, and I have been talking about for a long time, and is trying to figure out how to keep track of our, not our youngest anymore, I can't say the youngest, but our eldest, sweet baby Ray, if you remember her, is about to turn 7 years old, and as she is turning 7, she is in the first grade, and she's making friends, and she's wanting to go on more and more play dates, further and further away from us, including parents and really good friends of ours and grandparents, etc., but a way to keep track of her while she's in school, at friends' houses, as she's running through the neighborhood. Really wanted some kind of tracking device that also was much more of a communication device in case anything were to happen, or if she felt uncomfortable for any reason, if she wanted to come home, any of those reasons. Parents out there watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This day and age, some people might be thrown off, especially a couple years ago, about tracking your kids, or back in the 80s it was putting a leashed backpack, a leash style backpack on your kids at Walt Disney World. But this day and age, it's not even looked twice at, because it's just that's just what it is. There's kids sometimes don't listen, sometimes throw tantrums, and there's all those other scary things in the world that you just can't plan for, like people taking off with your kids. So something to kind of combat that, besides a non-wearable, like a tag, like an eye tag, or whatever you call those other tags that you'd have to place somewhere in a clothing or something like that, where you'd have to always make sure that they're wearing it. This way, it might make it a lot more fun. At least that's what I derived from all my research. And I love to do my research. We went this route over the Timex Family Connect that was out and semi-popular. Did see a lot of really poor reviews, though. That's why we did not decide to go that way last year. But we waited for this SyncUP Kids, connected by T-Mobile Kids Watch, and it's a little bit better, a little bit more upgraded from what I've been able to tell. We just purchased this today. It is the 19th of December 2021. She's going to get this next week for her birthday, which is Christmas Eve, or for Christmas Day, not quite sure yet. She's already got her birthday present already fixed up, but just a quick show of the box. There's all kinds of cool features, real-time tracking with boundary alerts, so you can actually set boundaries, like parameters, and if they leave that geofence, you'll get a notification when they enter or exit that geofence. We've already got a couple set up just in the last hour that I've had this for our home, and for school, and for the daycare where she gets dropped off from the bus after school. All kinds of other fun features. The regular phone calling and the text messaging. The text messaging could be a little bit tricky, because you got to kind of swipe back and forth on the keyboard. I'll show you that in a little second. The one thing I wish it did have that it does not have, that I found so far, is see, it says talk and text, but it does not have video, not video conferencing, but video chat, or like a live chat, or whatever you call it, not screen sharing, but video conferencing, basically, with your kid. You can't video call your kids and back and forth. Now, the camera is forward facing, so that might be a little difficult too for taking some photos. My daughter loves catching frogs and wildlife, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out yet, but water resistant is good, and long lasting all day battery is good. This is what comes when you open up the box. Put this around. I was actually surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger and bulkier. It's almost, what I want to say, about a ½ inch thick. Underneath the watch is the charging upright, actually, and a rubberized undercoating charging pad. Nice heavy duty, decent length looking power cord. A different set of straps, so you can get blue or coral. My daughter wanted blue, of course, that's her favorite color. A little start packet guide, and then your wall charger, which is kind of cool too, that this is actually not like your traditional charging block that sticks out. If you want to stick this like behind a nightstand, like next to your bed, it's not going to be that far out, and getting nightstand or bed frame or whatever isn't going to be that far off the wall. Anyways, here's the quick rundown of the watch. mom and dad are the only preset contacts that are entered into the phone right now. If you hit the home button, you get the home screen. You can change your widgets just by pressing and holding down. We'll make a vibrate. Got a couple options. There might be, I don't know, but there might be more downloadable options later in the future. I'm going to go ahead and assume that between the spaceman, the monster guy, horned guy, the blue princess riding a unicorn is probably going to be her favorite, so that's the one I picked. And then as you scroll through, there's tags, so you click on them. You can call or text. Hit the home button again. You'll go back. No tasks. This is the task menu. I have a step counter. There are some very minimalistic games built into this. A Dino Run, a voice changer, a puzzle, and a tic-tac-toe. Not necessarily like apps, like game apps that you would think. You can also camera and a media library, where I'm assuming that's where your photos are stored, and I did not. Yep, stickers, frames, etc. Where else we got? After the fun stuff and the photos, it's back to the home screen. So it's very minimalistic. The cool-ish part, and the part we're going to have to really tell her and train her about, I'll get this zoomed in the right spot, there we go, is what the T-Mobile guys told us, and we were actually helped by Hunter from the Rogers, one of the Rogers, Minnesota retail locations in Rogers, Minnesota. And what he told us, the one thing you're going to have to do, he wasn't part of the design team, of course, engineers do that, but if you press and hold the side button, and there is only one button, you can call 911, restart, turn off, or cancel. And if the child, for whatever reason, decides to call 911, the parents get a notification of that. But let that be a quick note that if you press and hold this for the 2 seconds or longer than 2 seconds, you go right to call 911 or your start off mode. So that's an interesting tidbit there. Definitely have to teach her about that and make sure that it is not, hopefully not done to excess, because police officers don't really, especially dispatchers, don't like that kind of stuff. So you can tell too, the screen times out really, really quickly. I will show you here just a quick clip of screen sharing or a screen video grab that I can do from my phone, but basically it's a very simple app for the parental controls. You can set up your preferred contact, or the only allowed contacts, I guess, if you'd like to say that. And then the tracking and the mapping, and try to do that without sharing too much personal information. But I'm really impressed, actually. I was not impressed with the reviews of that Timex one. There's a bunch of reasons, especially the battery life and then just lack of working. So I'm hoping this is a lot better. I'll try to do like maybe a 2-month and then a 6-month review. 6 months should be about middle of summer break for her, in June-ish, probably June 2022. But just a little parental, sorry about the mess in the workshop, Santa's workshop right now. But just a little parental peace of mind, being able to communicate with your kids who have absolutely no business owning a cell phone right now, way too young. But keeping track of your kids and being able to communicate with your kids is really big, especially when you start reaching out those boundaries from play dates and friend's house and grandparents' house, and if the kids just want to get a hold of you, and the kids, or if you just want to get a hold of your kids because you just miss them so damn much during the day when you're at your horrible job, then you got that. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, jeez, it just vibrated and Mom just sent a text. Let's see what it says. Oh, see, they were just getting used to this, and I just sent her a text from me, of course, but she knows it's me in the workshop doing a video on this, so super cool stuff. Anyways, I'll throw in that clip here quick of just a little a short screen grab of the parental app, without trying to give away my map details and where we live and nothing like that, but just to give you the rundown. It's a free app. Right now the promo, if I remember right, is you sign up for the 24 months of like 10 or 15 bucks a month or whatever it is then you basically get the watch for free, minus your initial taxes and fees and activation. For whatever reason, it didn't work out necessarily for us that we had to pay that activation fee. Maybe it's because my first responder Magenta program, we only paid like $15 to get it set up, and then it's a credited bill back on our bill every month that we pay for, but then get it taken off of, or however it works. So it's basically, if you add the extra line for $10 a month for your phone, it's a free watch, and it was basically free for us to get the actual watch activated. So here's that clip, and after that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.